This video, Bridging the Divide, IO Psychology and Organized Labor, is about advancing worker well-being and organizational effectiveness through institutional partnership. It's based on a comprehensive critique of the century-long schism between the profession and labor movement. Reconciliation is a scientific imperative and an ethical obligation. IO psychology has systematically neglected organized labor, constraining our understanding of workplace power and limiting contributions to well-being. The path forward includes shifting to partnership research and democratic governance. The profession is silent during a fundamental shift in workplace relations. Public approval for unions is at its highest in 5 decades, yet academic literature only reflects less than 2% of articles on the topic. The key insight is that IO psychology treats unions as contextual moderators, not central stakeholders. The divide originates from a century of management alignment. From the 1910s, with origins in efficiency movements, to post-World War II solidification, where the field moved into business schools, the legacy continues today, with very few doctoral programs including labor relations. 3 systemic barriers sustain this separation: funding and resources, identity, and epistemology. Corporate sponsorship drives research, and the scientist-practitioner model is often operationalized via management metrics. The field also favors a quote-quote micro-focus over structural analysis. Ignoring collective voice creates organizational blind spots. Individual voice often addresses only incremental improvements, while collective voice addresses fundamental power asymmetries. Mainstream IO views conflict as dysfunctional, ignoring that labor relations view conflict as inherent. True worker well-being requires structural power, not just resilience training. Union membership provides a 10 to 15% wage premium and superior safety protocols. IO psychology's silence on collective representation leaves its commitment to employee well-being sounding hollow. A new model for engagement moves from estrangement to partnership for holistic organizational effectiveness. The pillars are partnership research, bargaining support, democratic governance, and equity via action, all built on evidence-based practice. Co-production means researching with workers, not just on them. The Kaiser Permanente Labor Management Partnership is a case study where researchers acted as neutral facilitators, using jointly developed metrics for performance and worker experience. Principles include joint steering committees and worker-centered metrics. The IO role in the negotiation lifecycle is about shifting collective bargaining from adversarial to integrative. This involves pre-negotiation trust building, neutral data analysis during negotiation, and designing joint committees for implementation. Supporting democratic governance and informed choice is key. Comparative models include co-determination in Europe and employee ownership models. The IO role is neutral decision support, facilitating informed choice during union drives, similar to informed consent in medicine. Collective bargaining is a proven engine for intersectional equity. Unions compress racial and gender wage gaps more effectively than individual negotiation. This shift is from individual diversity training to structural contract protections with high impact. Reforming the profession requires building long-term capacity in 3 areas: education, infrastructure, and ethics. This includes integrating labor relations into graduate curriculum, creating public interest research centers, and revising ethical codes to address power asymmetry. Actionable steps for researchers including union status as a central variable and seeking participatory research grants. Practitioners should assess interventions for masking structural issues and propose neutral facilitation for labor management committees. Educators should add modules on labor history and invite labor leaders to lecture. This is a call to action. We cannot claim to maximize organizational effectiveness or champion well-being while ignoring the institutions and primary mechanisms workers use to secure them. The rising generation seeking collective representation is an invitation the profession can no longer afford to ignore.